Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So Solana's situation hasn't really changed. We're still holding below the green signal line. What was the signal line for? The signal line here at around $205 is it's the level that needed to break to indicate that a low of sorts is in place. This is the line that we're watching. As long as below that line Solana isn't confirming a low, that means the trend remains down, which we see right now. It's just simply following the trend. It even broke below the golden ratio level now. Someone asked me the previous update why I expect support to hold on the Solana chart while I don't expect it to hold on the Bitcoin chart. That's not true. On the first of all, I don't expect support levels to hold anyway. They are just support levels. They are levels where the market needs to make a decision. So I don't have expectations about support levels, especially not on smaller time frames, especially not until Solana has given us a 1-2 setup to the upside. That's one thing. So I don't have expectations. It's about watching these areas and understanding that they are areas where the market needs to make a decision, okay? So if you watched the last videos, I even told you that another low is likely, even if the daily RSI is oversold, because we might just see bullish divergences along the way, maybe on the MACD, RSI, and just because the RSI hit 30 doesn't mean we have to get a reversal straight away. Instead, the market, however, might be flushing out the last weak hands before a reversal. So we're not expecting a turnaround until we see a 1-2 setup to the upside. That is very, very important from an Elliott wave point of view. I focus on price action, and the market needs to give me a signal like a 1-2 setup to the upside, and ideally a break above a signal level, like a breakout and then a pullback in a higher low. Then we can expect support to hold. Can't expect support to hold in a larger correction like that without any upside reversal signal on a smaller time frame. We need that, okay? But as I said to you, we are in an area, I think, where it's worth watching the price for potential reversal signals, because the RSI, not only the RSI is oversold now, which doesn't happen very often on the daily time frame, also the wave count to the downside it's technically full, right? But I told you that below 162, it's likely that it's going to morph into the wider wave 4, okay? So at the moment, they are sharing the same microstructure anyway. I mean, it's a downtrend in both scenarios. It's just that we had reached here on, when was that? On Tuesday last week, a key point where this wave 4 could have bottomed. Okay, but then we were watching for a first 5-wave move up, and the market just didn't have the strength to do it. So we only saw a 3-wave move up, and all that means is that this correction is still unfolding, and the next support I can offer is around $120. I mean, that is the next structural support, and it is also the invalidation point for the yellow scenario. Don't think yellow is invalidated. It's not. It's not. Yellow isn't invalidated. Yellow is just a very, very deep wave 4. In the yellow, so for this yellow wave 4, it's very deep. So it might morph into the light blue wave 4. Yeah, we see that better on the smaller time frame. So here on the smaller time frame, you can see that we are following this kind of light blue scenario that I suggested a micro count for already, I think yesterday or a couple of days ago. We can also now raise the nearest key level to here. Lower, sorry, not raise, but lower. So while I told you before, it's the $205 level that we need to see broken to indicate that a low of sorts is in place. Now I would say it is probably enough to see a break above $180 for a first indication that a low is in place. And with a break below the Tuesday low, it appears that we are now working on wave 5 of C of 3. So the wave count hasn't changed. We're now following the micro pattern here. And it seems like we might be in the late stages of an internal third wave. There could be a fourth, and then this is sort of the current roadmap. Initial resistance, therefore, is between $160 and $165. So all that means is I'm watching still for reversal signals, but until we break above the nearest key level at, as I said, $180 roughly, there is not any signal that a low is in place, a substantial low. Now, for a first signal that maybe a low on a smaller time frame, a low of sorts is in place, a break above resistance is needed, that would be our first and earliest signal we can get. A break in this case above $165. Here, 160 to 165 is micro resistance. That if this is really the micro count to the downside, and if direct downside in an impulse is continuing, then the market should really not break above 165 at this stage, which means we use that as a key signal to indicate that, okay, something is changing. Something is changing. So the direct trend is down, especially as long as we stay below $165. Any break above it definitely would make me watch price action here more closely, and then we can pay attention to the $180 level. That would be interesting. And if we get a break above that level in 5 waves, which is our reversal signal, then we can watch for a 3-wave pullback, and I would then, I would say expect it to hold if it's a clear 5-wave move. And then we can add a support area here in a so-called 1-2 setup. This would be the first decent reversal signal. That being said, a break above $205 would still be better confirmation that a low has been struck. But for now, the trend is still down. So in a sense, nothing has changed. Been highlighting that we are in a downtrend for quite some time now, as you know, especially if you followed previous updates. And as long as the market only shows a corrective rally, there isn't anything that changes. I just want to see, are there any trend lines that we could add here? Probably nothing that really makes sense here, because we only have 2 touch points there. I mean, this is one that you could watch, but I'm not sure how reliable it is. So best to focus on the key levels there. Yeah, that's the update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, make sure that you follow our MCO Global channel. Here, a few days ago, I also covered the Solana chart long term. So we talk about a possible target for this cycle that's still up to date despite the current fluctuations on the micro level. This doesn't really change the overall outlook. And it gives an idea of the risk currently in the market. It also tells you where in the bear market Solana could go to and how targets for the following cycle could look like. So if you're interested in the bigger picture, check out videos here on the MCO Global channel. Hope you liked the update. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.